Hi guys, hope you're well and welcome back to my channel. So today I thought I would let you into some little secrets of things that I have been getting rid of around my home to be more minimalist over the last few years, and things that I just don't keep in and around my house anymore, or things that I try to go through to minimalise on a regular basis to make my home less cluttered, to be more organised, to be able to find things quicker, and to just have a more minimalist home that looks more presentable and yeah, just more visually appealing to the eye. So I'm going to make this a really quick fire round. I'm literally going to whiz these things out of you. I have about 20 items that you can use and do, and things you can get rid of around your home, so I'm going to whack them out right now. Number one, excess mugs. You only need a mug for you and a couple of other people. Think of the maximum amount of people that you have around your house. Then obviously dilute that down a little bit. You don't have many people that want a cup of tea and coffee all at the same time. Excess mugs are just not needed. You do not need a whole shelf of mugs in your cupboard. So number one, get rid of those excess mugs. Number two, vases. You only ever get one bunch of flowers, maybe a couple more if it's your birthday or something like that. You do not need a gazillion and one vases. Get rid of any excess vases, guys. Number three, DVDs. I don't watch DVDs anymore. I don't know about you, but everything is available online, whether it's through Sky or Netflix or Virgin or whatever other provider you need. We have loads of DVDs of every sort of film that we love to enjoy, but we can guarantee to be able to find that DVD online somewhere. So all of our DVDs are now gone and we do not own a single one. Number four is paper receipts. Any receipts that are in your purse, in the cupboard, wherever it may be that you no longer need, get rid of them. Put them in the bin right now. Old magazines. If you didn't read them at the time, you're not going to read them now. I'm the biggest holder in old magazines, especially when I haven't read them. But the news gets outdated anyway, so why am I going to read old news? I'm not. Junk mail. Don't just store junk mail. Junk mail gets put in a drawer and it all mounts up. Number six is get rid of the junk mail, go through it, put it all in the bin. You don't need it. Junk mail is exactly that, junk. Number seven are beauty products. How many beauty products do you have that you never ever use, or you may have used once in a blue moon? Go through all your beauty products, have a look at what you've got and see what you actually use. Half the stuff might be out of date, half the stuff might have gone past its time that it's allowed to be opened, and you'll know that because there's a little number at the bottom in a little kind of product box as such, and it will say 6M or 12M or something like that. So have a look at your products, go through, look at what you use, look at what you don't use, and get rid, because they take up so much space. Old electronics are another one. Why are you storing that DVD player in the loft? You ain't gonna watch that again. You don't need it. Likewise, my mum and dad had a sound system that they'd never ever used in their living room. They've just gotten rid of it, and in the end he ended up giving it away to the guy that worked in a local shop. You don't need old electronics. You don't need old cameras when you've got a new camera. If you're never planning to use the old camera and it's really outdated, you don't need old computer equipment. Get rid of old electronics. You can sell them and you can earn money from them. Clothes. Clothes are a massive one. I am going to be doing a massive minimalism video soon on all of my clothes. I do it every year, multiple times a year. It really needs doing again. Clothes. Get rid of any clothes that don't fit, that haven't fit in a while, that you don't fit into. I will give you some tips on this, but just get rid of those clothes because you just don't need an abundance of clothes that you never wear. Likewise, for number 10, it's your shoes. Shoes are the same. We don't wear every single pair of shoes that we have. Some we might not have worn for years. It's not about the what ifs when it comes to minimalism. It's about the what is actually happening now. Are you ever going to wear them? If you're not, then get rid of them. Now, this is a slightly harder one for me to do, but it's toys. I really struggle to get rid of toys, but if the toys are never going to be used, then give them to a charity shop, sell them. If there's too many toys, get rid of them. I like to just keep the favourite ones that my son's loving. A lot of my toys have been passed down to my younger son, but if there are any toys that are broken, that are no longer complete, I will chuck them. I will get rid of them. I am not having incomplete or damaged toys in my home. It's pointless. Go for your socks. Odd socks are a massive thing. They take up loads of our drawer, and then half the socks aren't even there. Go through your odd socks and see how many pairs you have, and I bet you it's not many. Go through all your old medication too. Medication mounts up, we stack it all up. But how many times have you been prescribed something from the doctors that you've just used on that one occasion and never ever needed to use again? The chances are it's out of date. So go through all your old medication, and again, minimalize it all. You don't need everything in that medication box, and it might be taking up room in your cupboards, your bathroom cupboards, your kitchen cupboards. Go through it and get rid. Cookbooks. Cookbooks are another thing that you should be getting rid of. I am a massive hoarder of cookbooks. I've collected cookbooks for quite a while and I don't know why. I never really use them, and if I do, it's only a few that I do use. I've got some really old cookbooks that I would never ever think to look in, and whenever I do want a recipe, I turn to online, so I don't know why I'm keeping certain cookbooks. But yeah, definitely get rid of cookbooks because, like I said, everything is available online, and unless you've got a couple of firm favourites and you do physically use them, don't keep unused cookbooks. Another big one is pens. I am very guilty of this too, and I have tried to decant my way through, but pens are something that we just seem to accumulate and always think that we'll need, and yes, we do need them, but I do not need a whole pencil case full of black biros, so get rid of those pens as well. Pencils, whatever it may be, go through, see which ones work. Realistically, you need what? I wouldn't even say 5. 5's probably pushing it. I have a lot more than that, by the way, so I'm going to be going through all mine soon. But yeah, get rid of those unused pens. Another thing is manuals. Manuals and guides to show you how to use things. Yeah, it's great having a manual for that TV, but chances are you know how to use the TV. And again, if there's anything you want to know, you'll go online. So again, if you're watching this video, you're probably very technology focused, you know how to do the basics, and therefore you do not need that manual, and you're quite capable of going onto YouTube or going onto the internet to find out how whatever that product is works. Another thing that I would recommend is that you go through your cupboards and look at stuff that is out of date. Stuff goes out of date really quickly. We have stuff, especially things like tins and packets and things like that, that's in our cupboard for months and months and months, and they never get used. I would 100% recommend going through your cupboards, your freezers, whatever it may be, and just looking at what's out of date, because you will be surprised by how much has run out of date. Another thing that I was really guilty of until recently, and it was mainly when it comes to my son's products, was packaging for electronics and toys and things like that. Anything that I got, I would keep the big boxes they came in. I would sit there and think, oh, my husband got a PlayStation, well, I need to keep that box in case I ever decide to resell it in the future. No, you don't. People are going to buy stuff without a box. I didn't need a box for his Leap pad, my son's Leap pad. I was just keeping it to keep it nice. But as long as it's stored away safely, you're completely fine. Get rid of packaging. It takes up so much space in your home. Makes your house look more cluttered. It's just really not necessary. At number 18, it is old debit cards and gift cards. You do not need those old debit cards that you never use. You do not need them if they're out of date, if they're gone. The gift cards might be used up. They might not have any money on them, and you've just shoved them back into your purse or your wallet. Go through, figure out which ones are actually in date and get rid of them. Number 19 is paperwork. Go through every bit of paperwork you have in your house and get rid of any non-essential items. Bills you do not need to keep long term. And another thing that I would really recommend doing is making all of your bills paperless. Go online, speak to every provider that you have and make them paperless. They can be sent through via email. Not only does this stop you from physically receiving them to hoard them, but it still allows you to get them in a quick time and saves you from actually missing them. So I find this a lot more effective. And my last thing that I would say that you can minimalise today to make your house and your life a little bit better is your car. You'll be surprised how much junk you're storing in your car. Honestly, sometimes I go in my car and I try to keep it tidy, and then I'll find something and I'm like, ah, that's where it went. I found a packet of 12s in there the other day. Yeah, the chocolate bar. Yeah, I found a full packet of 12s. I was like, oh, that's where they went. Didn't even know they were in there. Shoved them in the glove box, trying to hide them from the kids. And then they went missing. So yeah, definitely look to minimalise your car, because you'll never know what gems you might find in there, whether it comes to money, chocolate, or just emptying it out and getting rid of the rubbish can make it a lot clutter-free. Well guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please don't forget to subscribe and like, and I will have lots more videos coming up soon. Minimalism is going to be a massive focus on my channel this year. Obviously, with having 2 children, being a mum of 2 boys, they obviously accumulate a lot of stuff. Over Christmas we got a lot of stuff, and I really am stripping back my home even more than I have done over the last few years. So yeah, definitely keep an eye out for that, and I will see you all in another video shortly. Bye guys.